Class 9, Second Language English, Maulyankana, March 2024, Model Question Paper with answers. So, the first question, read the given conversation and choose the language function of the underlined sentence. Bishop, friend, sit down and warm yourself. Convict, you must be great soul, thank you. So, the underlined word thank you, so it is nothing but, so they have given option A, requesting, gratitude, order, seeking information. It is gratitude. So option B is the right answer. The appropriate prefix for the word happy is, so prefix where it makes it an opposite word. So it is unhappy. So option A is the right answer, unhappy. Read the following stanza and choose the correct pair of rhyming words. There are balms for all our pain, but when youth, the dream, departs, it takes something from our hearts and it never comes again. So we have to choose the correct pair of rhyming words. So option A, R. So option B, pain departs. Option C, pain again. Option D, hearts again. So option C, pain gain. So this is the correct pair of rhyming words. Option C is the right answer. Jean Valjean fed on filth for 19 years. Choose the correct meaning for the underlined word. Filth means nothing but it's not clean, unclean. So bread, fish, dirty food or rice. It is dirty food. Filth means dirty food, and Jean Valjean is nothing but it is the name of a person. Fed, feed, past tense, fed. So Jean Valjean fed on dirty food for 19 years. Pick out the word that does not belong to the set. Victory, success, defeat, win. So victory, success, win. These are all synonyms of the same word. So defeat andre solodu. So defeat is the word which does not belong to the set. Combine the word in column A with its collocative word in column B. Launch. So cards, coins, leaders, satellite. So we launch a satellite. So satellite is the correct option. Choose the infinitive given in the sentence. He began to feel terribly drowsy. So he began to feel terribly drowsy. Terribly ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ, drowsy ಅಂದರೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ, ತುಂಬ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರೋದು. So infinitive here is to feel. Frame the question to get underlined word as an answer. Rihan was eating the chocolates. What was Rihan eating? Question mark. Fill in the blanks with correct tense from the verb given in the brackets. The Pandavas defeat the Kauravas in the battle. The Pandavas defeated. So this has already happened. So past tense. So Pandavas defeated the Kauravas in the battle. Defeated is the answer. Choose the correct homophone and complete the statement. When I went behind a tree, I saw a DEER and DEAR. DEER ಅಂದರೆ ಜಿಂಕೆ, ಡಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಯರ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಹಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಐ ಸಾ ಅ ಡೀರ್, DEER. Write the correct form of the word given in brackets. The judge said that only fresh evidence would make him change his dash. Judgment is the right answer. Identify the figure of speech used in the given sentence. Suddenly, the black knight showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. So this is nothing but personification. So suddenly the black knight showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. Combine the following sentences using the conjunction given in the bracket. Varsha ran fast. She could not come first, but. Varsha ran fast, but could not come first. ಸೊ ಕಂಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ವರ್ಷನ ಫಸ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವರ್ಷ ರ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. Change the statement from active to passive voice. Rama killed Ravana in Ramayana. So passive voice. So Ravana was killed by Rama in Ramayana. Replace the underlined word with correct phrasal verb. We started a journey towards Hampi. Set up, set out, set down, set in. So we started ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ set out ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. We set out a journey towards Hampi. Change the given statement into negative. Ranga is coming to school today. So negative ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ರಂಗ is not coming to school today. Full stop. So now, a punch knows no friend or enemy but only justice. Spelling correction. So justice spelling is wrong. Justice has to come. So next is capital letter to be corrected is we start a sentence with a capital letter. So a punch. Read the following paragraph and answer the questions that follow. Remember then, there is only one time that is important and that time is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. The most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. The most important business is to do that person good because we are sent into this world for that purpose alone. First question, why now is the most important time? Now it is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. What is the most important business for a person to do? The most important business is to do good to others because we are sent into this world for this purpose only. Read the following conversation and answer the questions that follow. Ravi: Doctor, I'm not well. Doctor: please lie down on this table, examines and checks the temperature. You have a severe cold. You have fever also. Ravi: have I? I have taken some medicines, but to no avail. Doctor: who gave you those medicines? Ravi: pharmacist. Doctor: shouldn't accept such medicines, Ravi. It's not good. You should always consult a doctor before taking medicines. Don't ever go for self-medication. First question, the person who sells medicines in the shop. Give one word from the conversation. Pharmacist. Pharmacist. Why did Ravi consult the doctor? Ravi was sick. He was not feeling well. He had cold and fever too. 20th question, Manju's friends voted their favorite pastime hobbies. The result is as follows. So you can see. Read the picture carefully and answer the questions that follows. What hobby is liked most in the voting? It is reading. What hobbies got same number of votes? It is singing and dancing. Read the given advertisement carefully and answer the question that follows. Which age group was Summer Camp 2019 organized for? The age group was 3 to 10 years. How many activities were included in the Kidzi Ramanagariya Summer Camp 2019? There are more than 10 activities. Read the following stanza and answer the questions that follow. A stranger came one night to Yusuf's tent, saying, Behold, one outcast and in dread. Against whose life is bow of power is bent, who flies and hath not where to lay his head? I come to thee for shelter and for food. To Yusuf called through all our tribes the good. Who came to Yusuf's tent one night? A stranger came to Yusuf's tent one night. Why did the stranger come to Yusuf? A stranger came for shelter and for food to Yusuf. Read the passage and answer the questions that follow. Finally, a simple old woman came to see the king. The exhausted prime minister brought her into the royal bed chamber. The simple old woman peered into the king's face for a long time. Then she said, Your Majesty, you are suffering from a strange and rare disease, so rare and strange that no name exists for it. There, I knew it, cried the king in glee. I kept telling all of them, the fools, that I am a sick man. Who brought the simple old woman to the royal bedchamber? The prime minister brought the simple old woman to the royal bedchamber. What did the simple old woman say to the king? Your Majesty, you are suffering from a strange and rare disease, so rare and strange that no name exists for it, said the old woman. Read the given passage and answer the following questions. The opening batsman put on 30 runs without being separated. The visiting fast bowlers couldn't do much. Then the spin bowlers came on, and immediately there was a change in the game. 2 wickets fell in 1 over, and the score was 33 for 2. Suraj made a few quick runs. Then he too was out to one of the spinners, caught behind the wicket, and it was Rajni's turn. He walked slowly to the wicket. The bowler took a short run, and then the ball was trilling towards Ranji. And then a thrill ran through Ranji's arm as he felt the ball meet the bat. Crack! The ball hit firmly with the middle of Ranji's bat, streaked past the helpless bowler and sped towards the boundary. 4 runs. How did the game change when the spin bowlers came in? 2 wickets fell in 1 over, and the score was 33 for 2. Suraj made a few quick runs. Then he too was out to one of the spinners, caught behind the wicket. What was the result when a thrill ran through Ranji's arm? The ball hit firmly with the middle of Ranji's bat, streaked past the helpless bowler, and sped towards the boundary. 4 runs. Write a message reading the telephone conversation given below. Bank manager. Can you connect me to Mr. Prakash? Office receptionist. Sorry, sir. He has gone out for field work. Bank manager. When he comes back, ask him to meet me at Brindavan Hotel at 5 o'clock along with annual report. Office receptionist. Okay, sir. Thank you. Dear Prakash, meet the bank manager at Brindavan Hotel at 5 o'clock along with annual report is the answer. Sentences given below are the steps to a simple meditation. Rearrange them in correct sequence. So these are the sentences. So I'll read out the answer, the correct sequence. But please don't do as I have done. Don't put the numbers next to the sentences. You have to write the answer in the given blanks. First step, find yourself a comfortable seat. Sit with your back straight, shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold for 3 seconds. Release through the mouth. Repeat step 3 to 5. So this is the correct sequence. You have to write it over here. What is the greatest wonder in the world? Every day men see creatures depart to Yama's abode, and yet those who remain seek to live forever. This verily is the greatest wonder. Thus the Yaksha posed many questions and Yudhishthira answered them all. In the end, the Yaksha asked, O king, one of your dead brothers can now be revived. Whom do you want revived? He shall come back to life. Who posed many questions to Yudhishthira? Invisible voice or Yaksha or Yama? What is the opposite of life? Death. What was the reward granted to Yudhishthira at the end? His brothers are revived. The king put on ordinary clothes and went to meet the hermit. Hermit andre sage illa rishi. Before he reached the hermit's hut, the king left his horse with his bodyguard and went alone. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king and continued digging. Who did the king meet? The king met the hermit. What was the hermit doing when the king came to meet him? The hermit was digging the ground. A person who lives alone and leads a simple life. One word from the extract, it is the hermit. The panchayat was held under the old banyan tree. Jumman stood up and said, The voice of the Panch is the voice of God. Let my aunt nominate the head Panch. I will abide by her decision. I nominate Algu Chowdhury as the Panch. The Panch knows neither enemy nor friend, stated the lady. Where was the panchayat held? The panchayat was held under the old banyan tree. According to Jumman, which is the voice of God? The voice of Panch is considered as the voice of God. Who was nominated as the Panch by Jumman? Algu Chowdhury. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep in the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. Who was the disciple of Buddha? Upagupta. Where did Upagupta lay asleep? In the dust by the city wall of Mathura. What had happened to stars? Stars were all hidden by the murky sky. Given below is the profile of Mr. Kapil Dev. Write a paragraph using the clues given below. Full name Kapil Dev Nikhanj. Place and date of birth Chandigarh 6 January 1959. Profession cricket player, captain. Achievements won the World Cup in 1983. Autobiography straight from the heart. Reason for popularity India's greatest all-rounder. This is a profile of Kapil Dev Nikhanj. His place of birth is Chandigarh and date of birth is 6th Jan 1959. His profession is to play cricket and he is a captain. His achievements are he won the World Cup in 1983. His autobiography is straight from the heart. Reasons for his popularity is India's greatest all-rounder. Develop the story using the clues given below. Once a crow dash, the crow was dash, some dash, it was very dash, the crow was dash and couldn't dash anymore. Suddenly it saw a dash under a dash, the jug dash some water dash couldn't drink it, dash some pebbles dash in the jug, the water dash and dash water flew dash happily. Once there was a crow. The crow was very thirsty. It was looking for some water. The crow was searching and couldn't find any more. Suddenly it saw a jug under a tree. The jug had some water, but the crow couldn't reach the water. The crow picked up some pebbles and put into the jug. The water came up and the crow drank the water and flew away happily. Write the description or an account of what the picture suggests to you in a paragraph. This picture is of a village, a man cutting a tree, 3 women in a queue for water, a cloud is crying, cutting tree makes our environment warm, we don't get a rain, we shouldn't cut the trees. Read the given text and answer the questions that follows. Believe in yourself no matter what you choose. Keep a winning attitude and you can never lose. Think about your destination but don't worry if you stray, because the most important thing is what you have learned along the way. What attitude we should always have? We should have a winning attitude. Write a pair of rhyming words from the given poem. Choose lose, stray, way. What is the most important thing along the way? What we have learned along the way. What do we have to do when we go stray? We shouldn't worry but think about the destination. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. A child playing on the street was hit by a speeding vehicle. The child was lying in a pool of blood. It was shifted to a hospital. The doctors who examined the child told its parents that the child needed immediate blood transfusion and they must arrange for 4 bottles of blood immediately. The eager parents offered good money for buying blood. Many young men did give blood, but none accepted the money offered. They bluntly told the parents that blood could not be bought with money and that it should be donated by one person to another. What was the instruction given by the doctors to the parents after examining the child? The child needed immediate blood transfusion and they must arrange for 4 bottles of blood immediately. Many young men gave blood but none accepted the money. Why? Blood could not be bought with money and that it should be donated by one person to another. Answer the following question in about 8 to 10 sentences. Read the given poem and summarize it in your own words. The Fox and the Grapes. One summer's day, a fox was passing through an orchard. Faint he was and hungry too. When suddenly he keen eye chanced to fall upon a bunch of grapes above the wall. Ha, just the thing, he said. Who could resist it? He eyed the purple cluster, jumped and missed it. Ahem, he coughed. I'll take more careful aim. And sprang again. Results were much the same. Although his leaps were desperate and high, the length he paused to wipe a tearful eye and shrug a shoulder. I am not so dry, and lunch is bound to come within the hour. Besides, he said, I am sure those grapes are sour. This poem is about a fox who sees a bunch of grapes hanging from a tree and decides to eat them to quench his thirst. He tries to jump and get the grapes, but they are out of his reach. Eventually, the fox determines that the grapes must be sour and confidently yet disappointedly walks away. So, write an essay on any one of the following: water pollution, freedom fighters, their sacrifices, my favorite cricket player. So, on earth, water is abundant both above and below the surface of water. Both above and below the surface of earth it exists. Rivers, ponds, seas and oceans are just a few of the water bodies found on the surface of the earth. Even though our world can replenish its own water over time, we are destroying and abusing the abundance of water present. Even though 70% of the surface of the earth is covered by water, 30% by land, the rapidly expanding water contamination impacts marine life and humans. Everyone is beginning to be concerned about the uneven distribution of water on earth and the rising demand for it due to the growing population. Contaminants, city sewage and commercial waste discharge are two of the most harmful factors contributing for water contamination. Contaminants that reach the water supply through soil and groundwater system as well as through rain are examples of indirect sources of water pollution. The chemical contaminants are more dangerous and challenging to remove from the water body than the visible impurities, which can be easily eliminated by physical cleaning or filtering. Water's characteristics are altered when chemicals are added, making it dangerous to use and perhaps lethal. Solution: to prevent water pollution, there are several steps as citizens we and the government can take, since water efficiently and conservation are essential elements of sustainable water management. Enhancing water infrastructure must be prioritized. Intelligent irrigation systems and solar desalination are excellent examples of clean technology for maintaining and conserving water. Also, rainwater harvesting and reusing is an excellent method to prevent water pollution. Groundwater and other natural water sources can be under less stress because of reclaimed wastewater and rainwater gathering. It is common knowledge that one way to avoid water scarcity is through groundwater recharge, which enables water to move from surface water to groundwater. So imagine you are Suman or Suma studying in government high school. Harihara, write a letter to your father asking him to send 1000 for the school trip. So from Suman, 9th standard, government high school, Harihara, date 28/1/2024. Dear father, hi, how are you? I am fine here. I hope you are also fine there. I am studying well for my exams. I am writing this letter to request to send me 1000 rupees for my school trip. In our school trip is organized to Mysore. I am also interested to go with my friends. Please send me 1000 rupees. Write a letter about your health, please. Convey my regards to all. Yours lovingly, Suma. To your father's name, Gandhinagar, Shivamoga. So one more letter we have here. Write a letter to the headmaster requesting him or her to issue your transfer certificate, that is TC. From Suman, 8th standard, Government High School, Harihara, date 14 to 24, to the headmaster, Government High School, Harihara. Dear sir, subject requesting for original TC and marks card. I am a student of 8th standard B section. My father is transferred to Bangalore, so our family is moving to Bangalore. I am requesting you to issue my original TC mark card for further studies. Thank you. Yours obediently, Suman. So all the best, children. Do well. Please let me know your comments. Which question paper next you want?